Alright guys, so the Weeknd, the legend, is back with a brand new EP
or album.
We don't know yet. Hopefully he'll drop an album, because I think 6 tracks is not really enough to last all year.
You know what?
I listen to the Weeknd all year.
If it's heavy, if it's 6 heavy tracks, it'll be fine.
He dropped an EP. It's called My Dear M. I'm just gonna say M.
Melancholy.
Melancholy. That's what you heard it. Feeling of pensive sadness. Weeknd, My Dear Melancholy.
Let's get right into it. Track 1.
Call Out My Name. Boogie. We're good on the Petro. Could take a back street, but I'm gonna take the main street so we can catch these lights. Falling for you was my mistake. That's the type of vibe I need.
He's back.
What's going on?
Definitely back. House of Balloon, trilogy vibes. Starboy was cool and all, but it's good to be back, you know? The vacation is over. We're back to that. You know what I mean? We're back to the originals. Original.
What's your favorite Weeknd album?
Probably Beauty Behind the Madness. Next track, Try Me.
I shouldn't use the ATM this late. I want to tell y'all an ATM story, but I'll say it.
Remind me more of Beauty Behind the Madness or the trilogy? Probably more of a kind of like both combined.
Remind me a little of
this track. Remind me of Beauty Behind the Madness.
I can see why you would say that. It don't sound like nothing that he did before, I'll be honest. This sounds like if he had dropped something in between House of Balloons and trilogy. It seems like it could be like and House of Balloons, then My Dear Melancholy, and then Thursday.
Yeah, it's in between.
I think it's in between those two, like right in between.
Wasted Times.
Track 3.
She wasn't even half of you.
Questioning, so ride it like a champion, bitch. Yeah.
I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up.
Fuck that
You
talk.
ain't laying next to me.
That's powerful shit. I don't want to wake up if you ain't laying next to me, boy. What? That's basically saying I don't want to live.
I was never there. Featuring, I'm not even gonna try it, but
Gesta Philistine.
Yeah.
Gesta Philistine or Steen.
He's featured twice on this shit too.
Featuring the G word, man. Word.
It's not for me.
My boy Billy got some penning on here.
Probably.
All the sex is mine.
Switch up, boys.
So I poison myself again to nothing. I'm and it's all
Hurt you.
I know relationships when
Featuring G-Man.
so stay away from me. I'm with you.
Kind of sounds similar.
But if you call me up,
This sounds Starboy.
I was just about to
Got
say that.
Starboy. You about to say that?
I was about to say that.
Yeah, this Starboy.
I was just about to say that, bro.
He in the Starboy bag.
I was literally about to say that, bro.
between your heart, can you see that all the nights is left alone, dry in your eyes? I don't wanna hurt you. I don't wanna hurt you.
This track remind me of Die For You, in a sense. Not the beat, but just the subject.
Melody too. Privilege. Let's get it. I think it's the last track.
We said our last goodbyes, so let's just try to end it with a smile. Lose your way, and I'ma fuck the pain away, and I know I'll be okay.
I'm
We
a
said
fucking
love
man.
was just a game, I don't care what they say. And I'ma drink the pain away, I'll be back to my old way.
Definitely Beauty Behind the Madness vibe on this last track. Maybe like As You Are or
Angel.
Angel. I was thinking about that too.
Shameless.
I can see why you say
You
that.
can just name it any song.
My dear.
Melancholy.
Melancholy. I just learned a new word today.
This is one of the projects I feel it's very it's simple in the rollout, but it's heavy though. It's heavy though. You know what I'm saying? You ever see like, it's like lasagna. You can have 10 pans of lasagna. They all look the same, but they don't weigh the same. Some people might put ground beef, peppers, sausage, you know what I mean? I think this is a heavy project. And with heavy projects, it's gonna take you more than 1 or 2 listens to really get and understand what's going on. Just by the name already, you kind of like, you get the sense that I feel this is speaking to somebody in particular. I don't know if he got an ex-girl or maybe Selena Gomez, the Bella Hadid, whichever one of them girls he was dealing with, the model joint. Like, this was meant for him to get it out, or whatever. But whoever's listening to this, they know this is for them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the way that he's like describing personal experiences, and it seems like he kind of like putting like certain songs based on like certain conversations or certain situations that might have happened with him and someone recently. You know what I'm saying? For him to feel like he got to get this off right now.
Starboy was like party time and, you know what I mean, cruising.
Right. And even in Starboy though, you still felt that pain. The beats just dressed it up a certain way.
Right,
where
exactly.
you were partying to it, you might not have been catching like, dude is going through something, you know what I'm saying? But it was more like he masked it a little bit. This was kind of straight to the point. Like, this was dark, and it was like straight to the point. He probably didn't need 16 songs to get his point across with this one.
Right. So in the sense, I'm happy that that was a fake track list. I'm still on that. I was pumped up to hear Drake and, you know what I mean, and Takashi Young and Lana Del Rey. And Travis Scott was even on that track.
And the thing with these people that make the fake track list,
that shit crazy.
they involved enough to know what's going on, because like Travis Scott did come out recently and said like, yo, this new Weeknd shit sound like his old shit.
So it makes sense.
So
to
like
put his name on
exactly, like they know how to like twist and make it seem like something. But what's your
Shadow Interlude versus Stargirl? Oh man, they did a good job with that track list, man. They fooled me. They fooled me.
Canadian musicians love interludes like that, right? Ain't that they thing? Like, man, love interludes.
On a scale of 1 to 5, I mean, you pretty much gave a perfect estimate. You know, you explained it properly. You did a good job with that one. You know, it's like an ingredient. It was, you know what I mean, good amount of seasoning, and you know, all the cheese and everything is just there in a small package though. You know they say good things come in small packages, and definitely this is one of them. You know, Dark, I'm happy that The Weeknd is back overall, and hopefully I'm hoping there's going to be another album to this. You know, this is good, but I was just hoping for something a little bit more. But this is pretty much probably all we need anyway. But I don't know. I'm just so into that fake track list to the point where, I don't know.
You feel disappointed?
I kind of feel disappointed. You know, it's good music, but I don't know.
The thing, all right.
It's good though.
We had a conversation earlier, like, you got the Weeknd fans that started during Beauty Behind the Madness, and you got the Weeknd people that started, Weeknd fans or supporters that started like House of Balloons before we knew what he looked like, and it was just pictures. Every time you clicked a video on YouTube of the Weeknd, it was him standing there with a balloon covering his face. You did not see his face. They're gonna appreciate this because this is from the grit. Like, this is what dude was built off of. Right. But then you got the people that was so used to like the glitzy part of the Weeknd's music. You know what I'm saying? Like the Starboy and even the Beauty Behind the Madness was like the perfect blend of like
both
the glamour, and then it was like
dark.
You know what I'm saying? It was still dark. You're gonna want to get to like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to hear like a long, dragged out thing. But this is pretty much like everything nice and tucked and nipped, I feel.
Rating scale, I'm giving this a 4.55. I'm definitely gonna go back and listen to it again.
That's something I gotta go back and play. If I gotta give it a 1 out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. And it's not because it wasn't bad. It's just that I'm trying to process everything, and I know content-wise, this is probably a 5 all the way, because I didn't hear not one song that I was like, oh no, this is skip. And that's another thing too. Guys is putting out 10-track albums, and out of the 10 tracks, maybe if you're lucky, 6 of them is good. You know what I'm saying? He gave you 6 good songs. Like, let's skip the filler, let's get to the business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in that regard, I really don't have, I guess I could say a 3.5 to 5, because I'm still like in that zone. I don't want to just say a 5 just because. But on first listen, it's everything you wanted to hear from the Weeknd right now. And let me know what's your favorite Weeknd project though.
Yes.
Me, mine's is Thursday. I'm going with Thursday.
Alright, subscribe.
Kissland is underrated. Go back and listen to Kissland.
Subscribe, click on the notification bell, drop a like on this video. Pops, he's Len. We out.